Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. Welcome back to the show. We are joined once again by our dear friend, Coach Barnes from Gold Mine Thoughts. She's a CEO and founder. And of course, this is called the Recondition Elevating Mindsets with Coach Barnes is the name of her program. And we are here to welcome her back to the show. How are you?
How are you doing, my love? Yes, thanks for having me. Take my glasses back because the spring is shining through. Thanks for having me yet again. I'm always looking forward to meeting with you. It's always good conversation, good, nice icebreakers, nice aha moments, and I just hope that we can continue to bless others so that they can be the best versions of themselves.
Oh, well, it's exciting to have you here. And we are so excited to talk a little about what you do. Let's start off with the usual. As a coach, let's talk a little bit about some of the things that you help people with.
Yes. So if you're just tuning in and this is the first time you're catching this podcast, I am Coach Barnes, founder and CEO of Gold Mine Thoughts, leadership development and life coaching services. My specialty is in trauma, but it's also as well as trauma and helping you develop the entire you and not just the business you. We want to make sure that we heal that the human side of you as well as the business side. That's what sets me apart from everyone else. And we're located at 55 Washington Street, Brooklyn, New York, 11201, and the heart of Brooklyn, right in the Dumbo area.
Are you smiling extra today because we finally have sunshine outside? It's been 4 days of rain.
Yes, 4 days of rain, and it's finally some sunshine. And I just had a couple of great things happen. So yesterday, my books got delivered. The batch of the new book. So my second book is out and will be out and ready for sale tomorrow. That's the Recondition. I got to Loving Yourself Through the Trauma. Now you got a teaser with the Loving Yourself Through the Trauma workbook. The workbook was just a teaser so that you can kind of get and start the process of understanding yourself with triggers. But the book itself, the Recondition, is a lengthy way that is more intense and it's not just bullets. It's more of the how and the roadmap that guides you through and it allows you to take your time. So the workbook and the actual book itself together will definitely help you become the best version of yourself. And so, here it is, the book. I finally can have it in my hand and hold it and touch it, and it feels super amazing. People may wonder about the colors, even though my colors specifically are black and gold. I wanted to make sure that it was warm and welcoming, and so that's why I selected these colors. Again, it's just all about you getting in touch with that darkness part of you that you try to push away. I want you to be able to reassess, go back and use the knowledge that you know now so that you can heal from the inside out. We're no longer putting band-aids on trauma. We're healing through it. And we're going in, we're taking the deep nudge to dig through it. So reach out to me. info@goldminethoughts.com is the email address. If you want to see the rest of the packages and what I do, go to www.goldminethoughts.com. And that's the website where you can see snippets of the things that I do, as well as you can book a consultation so that we can see what package best fits for you.
Awesome. Exciting. And the website is Gold Mine Thoughts.
www.goldminethoughts.com.
Great. And I know you last week were fresh off your amazing conference at the White House, right?
Yes.
How are things going this week? Anything as exciting as that?
Yes. So this week I actually was just rushing in from a memorial service that I did with one of my clients. I helped her develop a memorial legacy for her daughter who died in a car crash. 21 years old. It was a car crash. 4 people in the car, 3 people died, all under the age of 20, 25. And so what I did with her was Of course, I helped her with the coaching sessions, the life coaching sessions, the trauma session, um, the wellness group, and the grievance group. But I also helped her to develop a foundation in her daughter's name. So now she has the Kamani A. Foster Dance Foundation, dancing to save lives by buckling up. And the slogan is dance like you have wings. And she chose dance because her daughter was a dancer. And she wanted to be able to allow someone else to still have that joy and love for dance. So through the foundation, she's going to be offering scholarships for someone who may not be able to afford classes to take dance. And what the scholarship will do was cover the tuition so that a few youth have that passion and love for dance and may not be able to afford the professional classes, they will be able to get that tuition covered through the foundation. And so today, what we did was we did unveiling of where the car crash was. We had some work with the council members, we worked with the community affairs department, the police officers, and I was able to get her. My sister and I were able to help her get a guardrail around that tree. And now it has the plaque of the three young youth who died in that car crash.
Oh,
And it was so important because by that in that same area, so many crashes happen there. It's on the North Conduit, and everyone's speeding, and it's like almost every other week there's a crash there. And now with the railing up, and it has the plaques, we're hoping that people will slow down to stop and see what's there, and it can actually probably prevent someone from getting into an accident by speeding down that block. So that's what I did this morning. And as I rushed in to hurry up and set up to jump on the Zoom for the podcast today.
oh,
So
I'm so
I literally
sorry.
just walked in the door 5 minutes ago.
Oh, wow. But that is so kind for you to help a friend in need like that. That's got to be horrible trauma. I mean, you're losing your daughter at that age. Ah,
And so she came through my business, right? So she's actually a client. And I was like, okay, we're gonna do something with this pain. I don't want you to sit with this pain. Yes, breathing is an unlimited time. There is no time limit for that. However, I want you to be able to claim your power back when you drive down that way because she literally has to pass that way every day,
ah,
and it was so difficult for her. And I was like, because right now that space is owning you. I want
ah.
to claim that back. And so that's when we developed and came up with this idea. And I coached her through it, coached her through all the steps. And that's part of the work that I do. So that's part of my Grieving to Heal package. It's like I support family members and finding ways to create a legacy, a memorial legacy for the ones that they lost, so that it can help them be able to go through and navigate through that pain. Because you have no idea when it's going to end, but at least it can give you some sense of comfort that you know that you have something positive that can come out of
Oh my goodness.
the
Well,
loss.
thank you for sharing that. And that's something that you do as a grievance coach, which what a sad but great example of some of the things that you can help out with to try to move that energy, that negativity, that anger towards something good, towards the greater good of establishing that foundation. That's amazing. Really. Wow. Ah, my goodness. And as a grievance coach, could you also give me some other examples of how you help clients? I mean, that's amazing. But is there anything else in particular you've done to divert that anger, that pain, that hurt to help someone?
Yeah, so again, that's why I have the books, the recondition plug, and the loving yourself through the trauma. I have these books so that they have something tangible that help them guide through those days when they're
Hmm.
really bad, and it's so like most of my clients, they're surrounded by people who want to help and people who want to love them through it. But what happens, and not but and what happens is as time goes on, life doesn't stop the way it does for a parent or that loved one who is like so joined and connected to the incident, right? So time moves on and heals wounds more quickly for other people, right? But for most people who are directly impacted by it, it's like they're stuck in a time. It's like Groundhog Day for them. So when everybody else is going on and moving on with their lives, they're still stuck
Mm,
in that time frame of the incident. And where it may be 2 years past for someone else, it's day three or two, parent or the sibling or the aunt or the uncle, you know? And so with my grievance to heal packages and my coaching sessions, I help them to navigate through helping others understand what they need. I don't, it's not about them understanding how you feel. It's more about them understanding what you need. So I don't need you to take me out to a party. That doesn't make me feel better. You know, I need you to respect my space. When I'm telling you today's not a good day and I want to be like, I just need some time, I need you to
yeah.
respect that. I need to, and what that respect look like is you don't have to take me to a party, but you can come over and be in the house with me if you're worried. You know, you don't have to engage. We don't have to engage in discourse. Just your presence alone lets me know that you're here for me. And if I need to cry, allow me to cry. So what happens is often people try to prevent you from crying because, and it's not malice, it's just that they want to help you heal. And they're thinking like, well, if you don't, I don't want you to cry because I don't want you to upset yourself. But crying is healthy. And
Yeah.
in my book, The Recondition, I speak about that. Why crying is healthy. When you're going through something, especially something traumatic like this, the crying is a release of that hurt, that frustration, that anger. It's a release of that. And when you
Yeah.
don't allow yourself to cry, you keep that self in your body. You keep it, you contain it. And what happens is it manifests into something else, whether it be sickness, whether it be physical sickness, whether it be mental sickness, like it can manifest into so many different ways. So in the session, we speak a lot about that, and why those things are important and why it's important to have a specific circle of people that you can call on when you need that support and understanding who those people are.
Yeah. Beautifully said. Thank you so much, Coach Barnes. Just a reminder who we're talking to, gomindthoughts.com. Unfortunately, we only have 10 minutes left in the show. We got a little bit of a late start today, but I just want to get your contact information since we're halfway through.
No problem. Contact information is info@goldmindthoughts.com. My website is www.goldmindthoughts.com. And follow me on social media at Coach Barnes GNT. That is Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, even my YouTube page where you can catch these replays. If you missed part of it, you can catch these replays on there. At Coach Barnes GNT, all social media platforms.
Perfect. Thank you so much. All right. So besides the grief coaching, what else did you like to share today about your services?
Today I really just wanted to talk about the grief counseling, that work, but then also plug in, please, please, please. The book goes on sale tomorrow. Get your copy of The Recondition, a guide to loving yourself through the trauma. This book itself will be very helpful when you are trying to understand what you're going through. And if it doesn't necessarily have to be for you, you can get it for someone else. If you know someone who is struggling with grief, if you know someone who is struggling with any form of trauma, whether it be mental, whether it be physical, whether it be illness in the terms of maybe long-term illness, I'm like myself, this book will definitely be helpful. It's like a roadmap for your journey.
Yep.
So don't be afraid. Go to the website, and it will also be available on Amazon and Apple Books starting tomorrow. So you'll have access to it.
Congratulations. Exciting, exciting.
Yes,
Wow.
so excited.
Uh,
So before we go, wait, we didn't do our
we're not
normal
going yet.
check-ins and
We're
we just
not
running.
going yet.
How are the kids? What's going on? How
Uh,
the progress?
well, in which aspect?
Uh,
We got
but we
they're
talked a bit about all. So what do you feel like sharing today? I'll do it. I'll do it like I do with my clients, right? Tell me your fun and tell me your joy.
Oh my gosh, everything has been great. We had a day off yesterday. Well, they did actually, for the Jewish holiday, and then my sister took them. It was relief. It was so good, because they had so much fun. We didn't have sports the past few days because of the rain, so that gave us more time together and not us rushing after school to get homework done and everything. So I feel like we had a stellar few days, to be honest. And what's really exciting is we
Awesome.
spent the weekend, me and my little guy up and down in the attic starting to decorate for Halloween, which makes him so happy. So we're on
Nice.
a roll. We're
Nice.
still decorating. And then we got pumpkin picking coming up this weekend. So the
Oh,
kids
I
are all
love pumpkin picking. Oh my
yes,
God.
and then we
Yes.
we had our church for my oldest is in religion, signed them both up for the Christmas pageant. They're letting the little guy do it too. So he has practice on Tuesdays and they're going to sing in like the choir, like this little play thing. So it's been a really good week for the kids. To be honest. Yeah, a lot's been happening, a lot's been good with them and they've been really good. I think it's also because my 7-year-old wants me to buy him a razor dirt bike, but whatever. He's being
He's
very
working you. He's working. They know how to work us, Jill. They know how to
they
work us.
do. And it's so funny how he's just so opening the door for me, acting all nice, but I understand
They
why.
know how to work us. He's like, I'm planting the seed. She doesn't know it, but I'm planting the seed.
No, he makes it obvious. I'm being extra nice because I want the bike. And I said, okay, for Christmas
Right.
and your birthday, he's like, but I want it sooner. So he's
Oh,
being extra nice in hopes that
got
mom will
it.
change her mind to get it sooner. But no, they're good. They are good. I honestly,
Awesome.
I'm happy with them. Things have been good. I don't want to jinx it.
Awesome.
Yes.
I
Um,
understand.
oh, I
I did hear you say, my sister took the boys.
this was a shock. It was
Awesome.
because
Like,
they
that's a
they
win,
were
Jill.
off of
Talk
school
about
for
that.
the Jewish holiday and well yeah she offered. I had a hearing scheduled with the town for like to try to get a permit to get a pool and all the stuff last night and so she offered to take the kids because our cousins in Queens, my mom's older cousins, want to meet her new dog. So she was going to take her kids there on the day off. So she asked mine to go too. But hey, I don't care what her excuse was. She
Awesome.
asked for the kids to come and they went.
Mhm.
So that was a sigh of relief. And then on Sunday, I actually got my nails done. Like I'm telling you, I did a lot the past, which I haven't done in 3 months. And then I got my niece and my neighbor to babysit. And I actually went out to lunch and I had a few glasses of wine. It was so good.
Self-care. Self-care. Look at it. We talked about that last week. Look at
I
it.
got it
That
done.
that
Look at the
that
nails
was
and a
just a
pedicure.
huge
Like
win.
this is
Huge
just it's
win,
been a
Jill.
great few days. It really has been.
Huge win. So don't forget, send your sister a text and just say, "Hey, love
Oh,
you. Thanks for getting the kids."
as soon as I picked them up last night, I said, thank you again so much. And, I'm panicking. Like I'm in this like town court thing, like waiting for a permit. It took 3 hours instead of one for the case to be called. And I kept texting her like little videos of my feet. You're not supposed to be video, like showing her like, I'm still here. I'm amongst all these like, it looks like a courtroom, all these judges, but they're not judges. There's an attorney, there's town board planning, and they're all like,
Okay.
so I kept taking videos. I'm like, I'm still here. I'm like, she's not going to believe I'm here. She's going to think I skipped out and I went out. But so she was good. She was good. Yeah. So I got to thank her for that.
Yeah, and tell her Coach Barnes says thank you too, because you definitely need it. You definitely need that. So let her know I gave her a shout out. I'm super
Thank you.
happy.
And what are
I'm
your
super
wins
happy
for
for
the
the both
week?
of
What
us.
what need positive with you? I mean, is there any good that
Yeah,
you want to
I
share?
mean a lot of things, but besides the book, I'm actually when I finish the podcast, I'm gonna change clothes really quickly, get my makeup done, and then go head to my best friend is being honored at Carnexon. She works for Carnexon, and she won the Love Award, and that which is a huge deal for Carnexon. She's a manager, one of the only female Black leads
Oh,
at
wow.
Carnegieson, so it's super exciting and like I feel like it's graduation day. I'm like texting her, 3 days down, 2 days, and then early this morning I was
Where
like,
is it? Where
"Is
is it
it,
at?
baby?"
Where are they having it?
It's gonna be up. It's gonna be up in the Bronx. It's at a beautiful place. It's gonna be a nice handle like dinner, very formal and things of that nature. So I'm just happy to go and celebrate her because she deserves it so much. Like Jill, I can honestly say she's one of the most humble people that I know. And she's my ride or die. She's anything I go through, she goes through.
Amazing.
You know,
Congrats. But you
so
don't, looks like you don't need your hair, your makeup, and your outfit done. You look beautiful now, but I know
I know I just want to do a
you
quick
gotta get a
touch
little
up.
fancier, but okay, but you look
Yep,
great.
and I just want to say last shout out to Deidre. I love you so much, honey, and I'm so happy for this day for you today. It's well deserved, and I will see you soon. Everyone else, this is Coach Barnes from Gold Mine Thoughts, CEO and founder. Please check me out. All social media platforms, Coach Barnes, GMT. My website is www.goldminethoughts. And don't forget, the recondition will be on sale tomorrow.
Congratulations and good luck to you tonight. Deirdre's her name?
Khadidra.
Congratulations. All right. Have a great night.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Have a great night.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Are you looking for even more of the podcasts and hosts that you love? The Podcast Business News Network is proud to announce that you can now listen live on the MyTuner Radio and online Radio Box apps for iOS, Android, and the Amazon App Store. Or check us out online. Search for Business News Network on mytuner-radio.com or search Podcast Business News Network on onlineradiobox.com/US so you don't miss a minute of the action.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
Mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house. And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned. This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.